What's good, y'all? Mr. Justin Hunt just dropped a video. Academics addresses Twitch ban. We're going to react to this. Big fan of Mr. Justin Hunt, the company man. Yeah, let's get into it. I mean, if you clicked on this, you kind of already know the situation. I assume Academics is a fucking creep. You know what I mean? Groomer, doing crazy shit, and not looking good. He got banned, unfollowed, lost sponsors, exposed. You know, for who he is, who he's been for a long time. Like, listen, you know. Yeah. Let's get right into it.
Academic kids. Oh man, I shouldn't laugh at this because it's a really dark story, but I thought that was a very interesting flip. Everyone's had smoke for DJ Academics. I took a look at Deleted's video this morning, and Deleted is scathing. Deleted has, in my opinion, my favorite closing statements and breakdown videos. When he does his pack out series, or when he does, I guess this is the SIG series. I think it's called SIG. Just the way he closes his video and encapsulates everything that he talked about in his commentary, his satirical look at different figures who deserve the smoke, in my opinion, is just scathing. But he had a ton of different nicknames for Academics in that one. Check it out if you missed it. I'll put a link in the description. But I want to put a button on this story. As I mentioned yesterday, I tend not to have certain figures, certain energies on this channel too often. I try not to amplify them too often. So yesterday I found out was my 5th video that I've ever done that had Academics in a headline. And so I guess this will be the 6th, and hopefully I won't have to do another one anytime soon. But just to close this loop on this story, after I dropped the video, which was a reaction to FD Signifier's video, which is amazing. 1 second applause to FD Signifier. Academics has reportedly been banned from Twitch. Reportedly, he's been banned from Twitch. Now, Academics has been banned from Twitch before, and generally speaking, they're temporary bans. There is speculation that this is a permanent ban. I heard people saying that. I also heard people say that Academics lost his sponsorships from Happy Dad and Steak. Now, as of recording, I haven't seen evidence that that is the case. Looking at Academics TV page, it still has the Steak logo on there. I'm not sure if that's if there's perhaps an obligation to the end of this contract. I'm not sure. And during his live stream yesterday, or from clips that I've seen from his stream, Happy Dad is still in the background. I'd be shocked, to be honest, if Steak or Happy Dad dropped Academics. And I talked about this on Rap Latte's podcast yesterday. The link is live. Check it out if you missed it. But those two organizations, they lean into this type of content.
That's true. Yeah, I wouldn't. I'd be more surprised if they did drop them, especially Steak, like a gambling thing. Like, the gambling shit is insane. So that alone, you know what I mean? But again, dude, this is like a pretty serious thing. And like I said before, this is one of the first times I've seen just so many people rally against, Academics in particular. He's usually gotten away with a lot of shit, you know what I mean? And I'm not exactly sure why that is, but yeah, I don't know.
Conversation and those communities, this manosphere community, they lean into, gaming and wrestling and contact sports and just different things like that to get their message in front of young, impressionable men. Young, impressionable boys in a lot of cases. So I'd be very shocked if they were offended by anything DJ Academics had to do. I mean, I think that falls in line with a lot of the jokes that you see the Nelk boys put out there.
To be fair, Academics isn't very masculine. You know what I mean? It might be toxic, but you have to be kind of masculine to have toxic masculinity, you know what I mean?
And the Nelk boys own Happy Dad. So, but again, to put a button in this story, Academics went and addressed a lot of the rumors yesterday. So we'll take a look at this and react to it.
Okay, Is there anything else I should probably address? I'm gonna be honest with you. For everybody who I've seen comment on this, I do want to say, obviously, for the people who have never liked me or the people who me and them may have like gone back and forth, you can't especially go to them for maybe not saying the whatever opinion, but of course they fucking hate me. You know what I mean? So like this is another chance in their moment to do whatever. But for the most part, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've watched people who I believe are neutral or kind of impartial, and I think they've kind of been right. Like, you know what I mean? They've kind of been like fair. Be like, yo, listen, that nigga shouldn't have said that, but we don't believe he's. Listen, I think there's been fair commentary, and again, one of the things in terms of
I mean, one of the things that Academics is up against when he says that, he sounds like he's referencing different people who said that, hey, that wasn't cool what he said, but, shouldn't go that far.
It's so weird that he's like trying to distance himself so much from it. Like, just the words he chooses to use.
the things in terms of
I mean, one of the things that
commentary, that nigga shouldn't have said that, but we don't believe he's. Listen, I think there's been fair commentary, and again,
I think there's been fair commentary, like as if you didn't do like the most crazy, like the craziest shit ever. And like I thought this was like recorded and then leaked, but I guess this was live on someone else's channel or something. Shit is insane, bro. Like what the fuck, dude? This was streaming. Imagine what they do when they're not streaming,
one of the things in terms of
I mean, one of the things that Academics is up against when he says that, he sounds like he's referencing different people who said that, hey, that wasn't cool what he said, but, shouldn't go that far. Academics got a list. He got a list now. So it's not an isolated incident that people are reacting to. It's not this situation didn't happen in a vacuum. If you go down the number of dicey public things Academics has said or has been accused of, some of them are in legal filings. This isn't something that people
it's
were
insane, dude.
Uproarious about.
It's dirty as fuck, dude. I don't know, bro. The content itself is just so negative, bro. Like to the point where like even like most of the chat is just making fun of him all the fucking time. Even before all this, you know what I mean?
About simply because of what he said. It's what he said, the inappropriate nature of it, how he tried to deflect, spin it on everyone else, how he decided to play victim for 2 days, started pointing out Plaque Boy Max's dicey past, which Deleted does a pretty good job of too in that video. And then the fact that this is the latest in a long list of things. So this isn't an isolated incident to a lot of people. People aren't looking at this and saying, oh man, I can't believe Academics said that. People are looking at this and saying, I can't believe Academics said this again.
Me running media, I've always said, you get to the point, and I've been lucky enough to get to that point where the news guy becomes news when he either fucks up or he makes newsworthy shit. You get what I'm saying? And
I literally, dude, he literally did the Batman. You die the hero or live long enough to become. Listen to what the fuck he just said.
Guy becomes news when he either fucks up or enough to get to that point where me running media, I've always said, you get to the point, and I've been lucky enough to get to that point where the news guy becomes news when he either fucks up or he makes newsworthy shit. You get what I'm saying? And that.
Dude, shut the fuck up. That's literally the fucking Batman thing. Oh my god, this dude is insane, dude. Like, imagine like the state of mind you're in when all you fucking do is stream and like talk crazy shit about people for like your whole day, bro. It's not like a part of your day. It's your whole fucking day. It's every day. I'm pretty sure like on Thanksgiving this dude was on Twitch talking shit about people. Like, I don't know, bro. That's just an insane thing. Like the little Batman rip-off metaphor. Insane.
You get to the point, and I've been lucky enough to get to that point where the news guy becomes
I've
news
been lucky
when
enough. He's got the worst little introspective speeches, bro. He's the worst at it. That's a crazy fucking ego, bro.
Fucks up or he makes newsworthy shit. You get what I'm saying? and that's a very valuable and lucky place to get in. But also, I can't expect to talk about people all day, and then people can't talk about me. Okay, I do try to get on here and offer my side, just like how I would, I think it would be a coward move if I talked about everybody else's shit, then didn't talk about mine. Again, I felt that we dealt with it head on last stream. I don't think there's necessarily anything more to kind of like talk about. I seen what every other streamer said. Again, I'll just say I think it's fair. I think it's fair, and it's fair game. You know what I mean? Whether it was
fair.
Somebody slamming me, pause, or somebody saying, "Yo, listen."
Pause culture don't work
Guys,
with me at this point in time when it comes to this.
If you're being listen, if you're being called a pedophile by the whole internet is calling you is your response going to be it's fair? That's fair? Like his response to all this shit is that's fair, yeah. Brother.
He's like, whether somebody's slamming me, pause. And then there's what he was saying on record on Discord to Noor, the 15-year-old streamer. That was a way past pause conversation, but pause becomes top of mind, in this moment of humility
should
or
have
feigned
literally
humility.
Paused. You know what I mean?
People are overreacting. Let the chips fall how they may, right? That's just what comes with commentary, and that comes with the position I'm in. And also, here's the thing too: the reason I don't want to talk about this anymore, because y'all know I love to drag things and talk about it all day. There's like nothing I could say that people won't say. If I say I'm giving context, they're gonna be like, "You're deflecting." If I say, "Well, what about this?" You're shifting. No. So let's. Again, I think I was very forthcoming in my last conversation. I don't think I need to keep adding on to it, right? Yeah. Currently, we're suspended on Twitch. We are suspended on Twitch.
All right, so he said currently he's suspended on Twitch. Now, he used the word suspended. There is, again, a number of people online who are saying that it's actually a ban, a permanent ban. And part of that speculation is coming from people who looked at some, like the coding within Twitch and to see the status of Akademik's account. It says indefinite. But he's describing this as suspended. And he's been suspended before.
We're suspended on Twitch. The other entities you've seen that has been aligned with me or we've done business together, all that remains the same, whether it's from, the music industry, the artists.
So the music industry, he says, is still on his side. The artists are still on his side. That's what he says.
Who?
Any brands. And just because I know how niggas be hating, it's not on me to like try to assure y'all. So whatever y'all want to think is whatever y'all want to think, okay? But again, the show goes on. Somebody said nobody hate. No, whoa. I'm gonna be honest with you. The thinking that nobody hates me is crazy. No, absolutely, people hate me. There's a lot of people that dislike me. Again, that's not the blame for all of this. I think that's probably the blame for this story. Seems like the biggest story we've had in 2 months. Given I don't think my cachet, or maybe I'm underestimating myself, I don't think my cachet and my notoriety would garner that much of attention that it would be reported from here all the way over there. You get what I'm saying? But the reason why it's stretching so many legs is because it's getting the engagement from a lot of people that didn't like me.
I don't think that's what it is. And a lot of times people will try to minimize certain conversations, topics, or actions by using tropes, very flat tropes. Oh, that's just a clout chase. Oh, I know you're only doing this because, it gets views for you. Not everybody's in that game. Again, I mentioned, I don't cover, I know Akademiks he is a page view machine. He's a session machine. I literally could make videos every day and run the numbers up. Not everybody chooses to do that. This isn't something that is necessarily happening because people are trying to make views off of you. This is a genuinely disgusting act, a disgusting conversation that in one of your clips literally said, if people paid attention to that chord more often, you said things that are way worse. You then said that you pointed out how Black Boy Max is weird too. So now it's multiple
like,
weird
he's just throwing
people
under
in
the
this
bus
culture, in this community.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Is like it's like, and I mean, he has said it multiple times. Like, if I'm going down, you're going down with me. You know what I mean? He's a fucking snake, dude. He's a snake, and I think that's why you don't see him on a lot of other people's streams. And well, actually, I don't know if you do or don't, so I'm not even gonna say nothing like that. But yeah, dude, he's a piece of shit, dude. He has been for like a long time, bro. You know.
Community on this Discord that connects to a lot of macro systemic issues that have to do with grooming young boys and girls by men and women. This is a bigger topic than just, oh, they're only covering this because they need to get views off of it. Again, you have a list of things. Akademiks has a list of things that just seem to wash away. And honestly, you judge from, Happy Dad and the Nelk Boys. Nelk Boys were thanked, and Steak, but Nelk Boys were thanked for helping to get Trump elected with their podcast network and their influence and the Manosphere stuff. And then Trump is a convicted offender. He's a convicted criminal who's sitting in the White House. So there is an entire culture that is way bigger than Akademiks that also has a lot of these same characteristics within it. But this isn't a views play. And in a lot of ways, this is jeopardizing views for a lot of people. The nature of what Akademiks is talking about, I didn't even want to put that in my videos. I didn't know how that was going to get flagged or how that was going to get handled. But there's a lot more serious things at play in this conversation than just views.
And as any smart news channel or news media outlet, unless we probably had a relationship with each other, they're going to post it, of course. Like, this shit's going to, like, if you post right now, fuck Akademiks. I'm the one who reported the Twitch. Like, yo, that shit is going 100,000 likes. Yo, bro, you a real one. I'm telling you, it just is what it is. So, I always tell people, and y'all hear me say this a lot of times. Yo, when you dig a hole, just make sure you dig two. And I've always done that too, right? When I was kicking in and violating all these rappers, I knew there would be a time. I just always hope two things. Well, if they see me, I hope I got that on me. Or if it ever turned out like this.
What do you mean, Ak? You're gonna shoot somebody? What do you mean?
Hopefully I could somehow crawl up or out of that grave whenever they try. It's all right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I like to speak to y'all like this because I don't want y'all to feel like I'm ducking anything. I'm not ducking. I'm not running. Obviously,
I'm not running. I'm not ducking. I'm streaming with a slightly stretched screen, right? What a fucking scumbag, dude.
I'm trying to chill out, let everybody get their anger, their hate, their vitriol out. And it's okay. If the majority of people don't want to fuck with us, it's okay. We'll build back. I've done it many times. But that's pretty much the entire thing to what I could say. I hope there's no questions that you guys had for me.
What I can say sounds like something that lawyers told him is okay for him to say. Because I wouldn't be surprised if there's some broader legal implications around this. I can't speak from a legal standpoint, but anyone who's under fire in a way that Akademiks is, with the nature of the reasoning behind it, should seek legal advice. And that's what that sounds like to me.
Like, I know you guys.
I think the thing about Ak, dude, is like, he streams. I'm pretty sure he streams every day. And his shit is so unhinged, dude, that I think he's big, but I don't think he can be like mainstream. You know what I mean? As far as like I don't want to say mainstream media. That sounds insane, but you kind of know what I mean. Like, he's kind of a bit more underground than say like a Elliot Wilson, you know what I mean? Who has like, fully produced shows and stuff like that. And Ag did have that, but he doesn't now. You know what I mean? He used to have his podcast with Spotify. He doesn't now. Yeah, I don't know. And I think now like a lot of the shit he does really like goes under the radar and people aren't the average person who isn't like terminally watching academics. You know what I mean? Because I don't know how long I feel like he streams like 18 hours a day. Yeah, whatever, man.
Just want me to like be super specific. I think I have been. I've told you exactly what's going on right now. Twitch has suspended us. I'll speak with the reps. Hopefully, shortly. Hopefully, it doesn't happen during stream, and we'll figure out what that situation will be. Other than that, I also don't want to speak for any other people I do business with, because then all it makes y'all do, especially if you don't like me, is get mad at them. Oh my God, why are you still fuck with them? So we'll just kind of keep it like it is. Good, cool. I appreciate you guys. By the way,
motherfuckers talking like it's some morning radio, like, you know what I mean? Like,
we're also live over at Rumble. Yeah, we are live over at Rumble.
Rumble doesn't care either. I mean, Rumble, Kick, they are quote unquote free speech platforms.
Yeah, Rumble is like Predator Paradise. You know what I mean? Rumble's got like Vitali doing like, bro, I don't know. Rumble's insane.
And so I wouldn't expect.
I've never watched anything on Rumble. I'm just saying the people that are on there, it's a sketchy crowd.
His relationship with either of those two to change at all.
I do want to, salute to Rumble. I know Rumble reached out today, making sure I was, straight. And, we're going to keep pushing, all right? Again, for the people who are used to me streaming on the King Academics page, for any misconception, that page is okay. But I expected today mass hate, so I did not want to stream on that page for today, okay?
So that's his YouTube page. And so he didn't stream on YouTube. Obviously, if I'm him, I'd want to keep those pages very separate right about now.
Hey, that's it. I was just thinking like, there might just be some haters, so let me not stream on that page, okay? So this is more of a stream page and like body cam page for like content. So I'm like, I'm just doing it on the burner, okay? And this was meant to be like a secondary burner members only page anyway. All right, cool. So now you understand our platform availability. Also, if you're wondering, we're good on Meta. Meta still has a relationship with us. We still have a relationship with Facebook, and
which is interesting, right? Because Mark Zuckerberg is like all Mr. Free Speech now on Rogan and all that, right? So yeah, they'll probably ride with academics to the death on this one.
And Instagram, nothing has changed there. We're still okay on Snapchat and even TikTok. Those things are straight as well. Again, not trying to, I got to make sure. I understand at times and previously in the past I've came across mad arrogant and cocky, and I don't want to come across like that. But I do want to assure the people who rock with me in case you thought the building burnt down. No, it didn't. Right. So, few topics, and I'm going to be honest with you. Another thing, again, I'm not trying to downplay the seriousness of anything or why this is a big deal or why it's so viral. I do think that we don't have a lot of topics in hip hop too. So I think right now,
I'm not trying to downplay it as I downplay it.
In hip hop, there isn't the biggest conversation pieces that everybody could lean into, and subsequently, let me tell you how media works. You hate for the bad shit that happens to you to happen on the week when nothing is going on. You get what I'm saying? So, unfortunately, January is like the worst month. But anyway, screw that. We do have a couple things to get into. Drake is now landed in on.
Right?
So that's Akademik's statement. As you can see, there's still the happy dad in the background there. So it looks like that relationship is, at least for right now, is still the case. Also, the Stake logo is still on Akademik's TV. So, it doesn't seem like there's a change there, at least in the immediate, by any means. King Akademik's YouTube channel, though, you see this says 902,000 subscribers. Earlier in the week, this number was at 908,000 subscribers. So, he is losing subs on on YouTube, visibly losing subs. Yesterday's was at 903,000. So there are some fluctuations.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. He's under 1 million subs. That's another thing. He's got a lot of subs, but he's under 1 million. Like, I think Busy Wears Beats got more subs than him. And I know he's got multiple channels and stuff like that. So
Situations on his YouTube channel. He also said he makes about 80% of his revenue from YouTube. So just a couple of touch points that
yeah, I bet
I noticed in
12 hours
academics
a day,
talking
bro.
about this. But this is a very serious conversation, and it does speak quite a bit to the nature of how comfortable academics feels talking to kids, right? Because to me, one of the most significant statements was, if people were in that, they saw what I said in that Discord on a regular basis, they'd be shocked. So this doesn't seem like it was a one-off thing based on things that
No, it
academics have
wasn't.
said at different points in time in this conversation. And as things stand now, he describes it as suspended from Twitch. We'll see how that relationship evolves.
And the thing is, I don't care so much about, like, yeah, I don't care if he was banned or whatever. Like, at the end of the day, like, people shouldn't be watching academics anyway. Like, it's not good content. Like, it's not even like visually pleasing content. And for someone who streams as much as he does, for as long as he has been at this point, something's wrong. Like, something's not clicking, dude. That, like, visually is not even pleasing to watch. He doesn't have a team, I guess, for like his streaming from the house stuff. He's like, his setup's like mine, bro. Like, his setup's like mine, And yeah, bro. I don't know, bro. There's something off there. You know what I mean? There's something off, and he's streaming like 12 hours a fucking day, and he's acting like he doesn't care. You know what I mean? But I predict. I mean, I don't know. Twitch might unban him. You know what I mean? They might unban him, but Twitch also has like a lot of shit going on where, they probably should be banning a whole bunch of other people that they haven't banned, so they'll probably end up bringing him back. Yeah, dude. If Happy Dad does or doesn't, stop sponsoring him, who gives a fuck? Stake is a bunch of scum. It's a gambling company. Like, you know what I mean? You shouldn't be gambling anyway. He's not even in business with savory characters. You know what I mean? Like, the people he runs with are like psychos anyway. So I don't even know what to expect, like what people would expect from him. You know what I mean? It's like scumbag shit, Like, I think one of the only other podcasts he's been on, that, like, forgive me if I'm mistaken, but I'm pretty sure, like, Andrew Schultz, he was on Andrew Schultz shit, you know what I mean? And Fresh and Fit, you know what I mean? Like, he's on some other shit, bro.
Going forward. And everything else seems to be status quo. There is a learning lesson here, and I think more than anything else, it's people have to be very comfortable. We need to be very comfortable calling out things like this. This is a cycle that affects people all over the world in one way or the other. Not necessarily academics particularly, but a cycle of grooming and a cycle of abuse. And this happens to be one of those situations where I was very happy to see the number of people in our community together called that out. This wasn't a views play, generally speaking. People didn't harp on this from academics because of the views. They harped on this because of his disgusting actions and how he.
Yeah, because it was wrong. And I also feel like there is like a timing thing with this situation where it's like, just with the side he chose in the beef. Obviously, like, people aren't going at him because we're Kendrick fans and stuff like that. But with those ideas, like, in the public consciousness, you know what I mean? And people have like that, in the forefront of their minds and stuff like that when it comes to celebrity and media, right? Being PDFs. And then you go and do some shit that's like you can't even, you don't even have to twist the shit to make it look crazy. You know what I mean? It's just insane. So for that to be the case, I think it was just the perfect storm, and we can, you know.
Carried them over the next few days. And now he's got his humble voice on. I don't necessarily at this point expect much change because, again, Akademiks has a long list. So it's up to us to choose who we want to be our voices. Who are we going to follow? And at the same time, who are we going to expose our kids to? So let me know what you think about all this. Again, I just want to put a button on this story. I'm going to leave this alone now unless something significant breaks. My name.
Yeah, thanks, Justin. Shout outs to the company, man. You guys subscribe to him. Check him out if you already haven't. Yeah, what do y'all think?